Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you the join as you go method. I have actually done a video previous to this quite a while ago, but there were some questions about how to join your very first two squares, so I'm just going to show you how you would do that today. Now often when I've done my squares I like to add a border of cream, that's just a personal preference of mine, but you could work this in the same way you would just do this with your last round of your square. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add a border of cream to this square. If you're not quite familiar with how to do that, you might want to watch my granny square tutorial. It is just exactly the same procedure as each row. You're doing two clusters of 3 trebles in the corner separated by a chain 3 and working your way along. So I'm just going to add my border of cream and then I would show you what to do in order to add these two together. So now I've added my cream border to this square. We're now ready to add the border to this square and we're going to start joining together these two edges and we're going to do that as we go. So I'm going to attach my cream colour yarn and start working my way along this edge, and then I shall come back and show you how to attach these two together. Right, now so I've started this edge and what I'm going to do is just do my corner or start my corner as normal. So I would do my cluster of 3 trebles in this corner. Remember that's a UK term, so this is actually called double in the US. Now usually we would chain 3 and then do another cluster of 3 trebles in this very same corner, but what we're going to do is we're going to chain 1, and instead of chaining another, this is where we're going to start to join these two squares. So I'm going to pick up this square at the corner and I'm going to insert my hook into that corner. So instead of chaining 1 now, I'm going to insert my hook into that corner and I'm going to grab the yarn and pull through both loops on the hook. That is going to class as a chain, and that has now connected those two squares together. Then going to yarn over and pull through to make our 3rd chain, which is our corner. I'm then just going to do the 3 trebles into this corner as normal. So 1, 2 and 3. And now where we would normally chain 1 to move over to the next section, I'm actually going to grab this square again, insert my hook, grab the yarn and pull it through as a slip stitch to make our next chain, and we would just do our 3 trebles as normal into the space, and again instead of chaining 1 we grab our other square, insert the hook and pull the yarn through, make a slip stitch and carry on. Our 3 trebles, grab the opposite square, insert the hook and draw through the yarn as a slip stitch. Now as you get to the end, it's going to feel like you've done something wrong, because this side obviously feels a lot smaller to this side, but as we work you'll see it will work out absolutely fine. So now we go into the corresponding corner, grab the yarn and pull it through, and then do a cluster of 3 trebles into that corner exactly the same as normal. We're then going to chain 1 first of all for the corner, because we would normally do 3 here. Insert our hook into that corner space and yarn over and pull through. We can then start to turn our work and then chain 1 again to make our 3rd chain, and then do our cluster of 3 trebles into this corner to attach those 2 squares together, and then just continue as normal. So chain 1 and 3 trebles. and that has connected those two squares together. So it's really simple once you get the hang of it. It can be a bit fiddly at first, but it's a really nice, quick and easy way to join your squares together as you are working your blanket. So once you've joined your first row, you will get to a point where you will have to attach two corners to a blanket, and you would just do this in exactly the same way. So I've just added my first edge, and what you would want to do is take the corresponding corner. Now, because there's already two squares joined together there, what I like to do is, instead of just going into this corner here, I'll go to the opposite corner. So I'll put that in there and then pull through, and it just makes it a little bit more secure. And then yarn over and pull through to make the third chain, and then work into your corner as normal. So do your 3 trebles. And then instead of chaining 1, you would go into the corresponding space and just work your way along as normal. Now again, as you get closer to this edge, you're going to feel like you've done something wrong, but you haven't, don't worry. I've just done 2 trebles in here, and I'm just going to do my 3rd treble. Now this is the corner, so I chain 1, and then once I get to this corner, I'm going to have 3 squares that are already joined. So what I'm going to do is go into the opposite corner, insert my hook and pull the yarn through for a slip stitch, and then this is where it gets a bit fiddly. Chain 1, and then continue to work your 3 trebles into that corner in exactly the same way that you've been working before. So that is my updated version of how to do the join as you go. I really hope it helped and answered any questions that people had last time. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to keep up to date with any more videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall see you again next time. Bye!